Hello, my Capricorns. Welcome, welcome. So, I know I've been really delayed on the collectives, but I want to start by giving a little explanation. Lately, anytime I do a collective for a specific zodiac sign, I end up so exhausted. Like, so exhausted. Like yesterday, I did a Sagittarius, and right after I did the reading, it was 5 o'clock, guys, 5 p.m. And I could not keep my head up. I was falling asleep at my desk. My energy was so depleted after that. And I didn't understand why. I was like, what the hell? But today I kind of got the answer because I got a download and I was trying to do a collective, but because it was a spiritual download, I was trying to use the angel and occult tarot, trying to get more knowledge, and I could not read anything. They had told me to use my deck from now on, and I guess I thought for this specific download I need a different deck, and they were like, no, bitch, use your deck. We said what we said. So I feel like I've been forcing myself on the zodiac signs to continue using the decks I've been using because I want it to be consistent, but it's pulling so much energy from me. I can't. So you guys, I'm only going to be using the Oracle deck that I was using, but we're going to be using my deck and see how I do energetically, because I feel like that's been the crux of the whole problem. And hopefully that'll keep me more consistent. So what's the energy for Capricorn? It's the energy for Capricorn. And remember, these are timeless. So, fire and reversed. Okay. It's the energy for Capricorn, eagle upright, and mouse. All right, so let's start with reading the mouse. And this is an earth energy. Mouse. Here we go. So this is detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon, they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. When in balance, organized, resourceful, prepared. When out of balance, busy, with no purpose. To bring into balance a meaningful project. Okay. And then fire ant. So this one says aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to people and situations that feed our imbalances rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire ant energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a person or situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When in balance, thoughtful, disciplined. When out of balance, argues, excess heat, gossips. To bring into balance, solo time, walks at night. And then the eagle. All-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. When in balance, bright, radiant, challenges. When out of balance, controlling. To bring into balance, step into the unknown. Okay, Sag. Oh, Sag, sorry. I don't know why I said Sag. Capricorn. I feel like this is basically saying that some of you have been in this place of there's something you're trying to avoid, because fire ant energy, it's a buildup of heat, which means that you're either avoiding a certain conversation, you're avoiding certain actions, you're avoiding certain emotions, and it's creating this really restless energy. Like you've got a lot of you may be working a lot, you may be putting all this energy into certain projects, but it's because you have all this pent up energy. And I feel like you may be a little controlling, gossipy, demanding, snappy, but because you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're putting your energy into the wrong thing. So let's go ahead, and we're going to be using the ArtesanaDivina tarot. Let's see. What does this have to do with Capricorn? So we start with the 4 arrows, Sagittarius, Uranus. Forgive the writing. We're just, we're going to focus on the energy, okay? 6 Kintsugi, Scorpio, Chiron. 5 rapiers, Gemini, Mercury. 8 Kintsugi, Scorpio, Pluto. Oh. 7 katanas, Libra, North Node. 5 claymores, Aquarius, Sun. 5 Kintsugis, Scorpio, Mercury. 9 goblets, Pisces, Jupiter. And 5 arrows, Sagittarius, Sun. Overall energy, 9 geodes, Virgo, Mars. Okay. So, I don't know if you noticed, Capricorn, but 4 5s came out. 5, 5, 5, 5. Which means that something needs to change. And I feel like you're avoiding this change, whatever it may be. Sorry, I just had to drink some tea real quick. So with Virgo Mars, that definitely brings me to this energy, the mouse, because Virgo can be very nervous, very anxious. You are definitely in an anxious energy, but I think it's the 9 geodes. This anxiety has to do with either one, being independent on some level. Like maybe you're thinking about starting your own company. It's freaking you out. Maybe you're thinking about walking away from a certain relationship and it's freaking you out. Maybe you are thinking about moving out from your family for the first time and it's freaking you out. Whatever it is, it has to do with independence. And if you notice, this is, it's Virgo Mars, end of summer. So the decision could be coming around, August 23rd to September 22nd would be the ideal time for you to make a move. But you're really struggling with this decision. So let's work our way from the top. 4 arrows, Sagittarius, Uranus. I feel like recently something has shifted regarding your beliefs. Because Sagittarius is, the house of higher learning. It's philosophy. It's not only your education, like from college, university, and above, to the law or law themes, the justice system. It can represent religion. It can represent our spiritual beliefs. And this is really making me feel like something has shifted regarding your beliefs. So I don't know if maybe before you used to really believe that the justice system would protect you, or that maybe your philosophy in life has changed, or your religious beliefs are shifting. But this is creating a really strong unease in you. Because let's say that it has to do with your religious beliefs. And let's say that that's why you want to move away from your family. Maybe your family is also very religious. And so it just doesn't feel the same anymore because now you don't believe the same thing. You're avoiding thinking about this, and it's making you very unpleasant to be around. Not that you're trying to be unpleasant, but it's making you very unpleasant to be around because you have all this pent up Like you want to have conversations, but you're also terrified of having conversations. 6 Kintsugi, Scorpio Chiron. Oof. I feel like you're going through a dark night of the soul. There's deep wounds here. Scorpio is the energy of death, the occult, taxes, wealth, inheritances, our deep psychological subconscious. And this is the wounded part. So it's like, I don't know what's shifted, what type of beliefs have shifted. But whatever type of beliefs have shifted, it has opened up this part of you that wants answers. But you're also afraid of asking for those answers. 5 rapiers, Gemini Mercury. The only way to truly get past this this pent-up energy is conversation. Just ask. Just speak up. Because through this, that's what leads to the 8 Kintsugi, the Scorpio Pluto. So here, the Scorpio Chiron is the wound. Scorpio Pluto is the transformation of it. And that the eagle kind of backs that up. That's what we're talking about, right? That tea is so good. It's like right before bedtime, I made some chamomile tea. Anyways, yeah, because there's a lot. I really feel like there's a lot of things that you want to know. So let's go back to the example I made about it being religious beliefs. If this is religious beliefs that you are struggling with, then maybe there's research you want to start doing. Maybe there's articles you want to start reading, but you're scared because you're like, what if reading these articles or investigating these themes shows me that I've been wrong my whole life? You don't want to touch that. You're terrified of it. But when you do ask those questions, you're going to grow. It's going to help you step out of the shadow that you've been in. So what I mean by that is, let's say that you've been raised your whole life a certain way and it's limited you, right? Because it's very one note. This is how we do things and that's it. And now you're expanding, or you're wanting to expand, but you're scared of stepping out of your comfort zone. Step out of it. You'll be okay. You'll grow. You'll go from being a mouse to an eagle, which is quite a difference. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy because I've done this myself, and I'm not going to say it's easy, but it's definitely worth it. Definitely. Now, Libra North Node, the 7 katanas. This could indicate a couple of things. Either one, part of the reason that your beliefs have shifted is that you may have your eye on someone who is from a very different culture, from a very different belief system, or different religion. But it's got you in a tizzy. You may even, with this, that could possibly be part of what this fire ant energy is. Maybe there's somebody you have your eye on, but you haven't told them how you feel because of everything it would imply for you to accept those feelings. So this could definitely be something like, maybe you're not single, and maybe you would have to be single before you could pursue that. And so, of course, that throws you into a whole tizzy of like, what am I doing? Is this worth it? Why am I feeling this way? You've got questions, but you're afraid of looking for those answers. And the 5 claymores, Aquarius sun. So another thing that needs to change. The first thing that needs to change is your ability to ask questions, your ability to go look for the answers of what's going on inside of you. But the other thing that needs to change, 5 claymores, the Aquarius sun, you are focusing too much on everyone around you. So let's say that this is a situation where maybe you are the breadwinner in a relationship, right? And you're worried about, well, if I did get my independence, what about this person? Are they an adult If they're an adult, they can most likely take care of themselves. I think you're underestimating other people's capacity to take care of themselves. Maybe you're the breadwinner and you live with your parents, and if you move out, they may struggle. Well, again, they're still adults. They can probably take care of themselves. There's a lot here about you're focusing too much on everyone else, and that's something that needs to change. You need to think about you. And I think you're really struggling with that. With the 5 Kintsugi here, the Scorpio Mercury, asking questions is the first step. The second step is going deep within, alchemizing all of that. So for example, if you start asking questions like, okay, why, let's say that you're living with parents and you're the caretaker, the provider, but that also means you can't date anyone. It also means, and only you know your circumstances, but there's a possibility I'm putting out there. When you ask yourself, why have I allowed this to go this far without doing anything? You're finally asking the question, right? The Scorpio Mercury gives you the answers that are difficult to accept. It'll tell you something like, well, maybe you're scared that nobody wants you anyway. Because this is water energy. 5 Kintsugi is like 5 of Cups. Maybe you've been disappointed before. And you feel like, well, I'm only going to get hurt again. I'm only going to get abandoned again. I'm only going to, like, you are allowing some other situation to actually shield you from taking a risk, from putting yourself out there. So the 9 Goblets, the Pisces Jupiter, is also connected to restoring your faith in divinity. So when you are sitting in disappointment, divinity is reminding you that's not us, because we've been trying to guide you to take better decisions. But look at all this energy of change that we're throwing your way. You're like, no, you're resisting it. Then don't blame us. Don't blame divinity for how your life is. When you are choosing to stay there, you are choosing to not make changes. The 5 of Arrows, Sagittarius Sun. For some of you, this could be okay, so let's say that this is a drastic change of career. Like maybe you've been a doctor your whole life and now you want to be an attorney. Or you've been a hardcore Catholic and now you want to be atheist. Or you've been, living with your family still, and now you want to go build a business and live by yourself. There's something drastic here, but it might even be with Sagittarius energy. This might even be you moving to another country. Or coming together, because we're looking at the Libra North Node, coming together with someone who is from a different culture, a very different culture. So let's use the example that I just made. Let's say you are from a hardcore Catholic family, and the person you're looking at is an atheist, or they're a Muslim, or they're Jewish, or they're a spiritual shaman. There's something here at foreign. Sagittarius is giving foreign energy. So either one, they speak a whole other language, and that's creating its own challenges for communication, or two, maybe you both speak languages where you understand each other, but it's so foreign. Who they are and who you are to them is very foreign. So you've got a lot to think about. Let's clarify. Tell me about the 9 geodes, the Virgo Mars. 8 katanas, Libra Saturn. Tell me about the 9 geodes, Virgo Mars. Oh, look, it came out again. 9 geodes, Virgo Mars. 4 geodes, Virgo Moon. And this one flipped over. We're going to take it. 7 geodes, Virgo Neptune. Overall, 9 rapier. Oh, Gemini Mars. Okay. Overthinking. This is like the 9 of Swords. But my deck has 3 different types of 9 of Swords. So your mind is going off. Like it is like a little hamster on crack in your mind. You're overthinking like a motherfucker. But this is why we're here, right? Spirit is going to help you dissect what's going on. So, 8 katanas, Libra, Saturn. What's holding you back is the thoughts of other people. And 3 cards of Virgo came up. Actually 4, if we count this one. This one just came up twice. So it could be whoever you are afraid of leaving behind may have health issues, because Virgo is health, or associated with health, in my opinion. So, especially with this 7 geodes, I will tell you though, this 7 geodes, I don't think this person is as ill as you think they are. Because 7 geodes, Virgo, Neptune, is deception. Now, that is just one take. For some of you, you'll know if this resonates with you, if they are not being honest about their health issues, or for others, hold on. Whew. I don't know what that was. I haven't had allergies in a long time. Part of the reason they have health issues is because they don't take care of themselves. So you're over here putting your life on hold for someone who is either lying to you about their health issues, or 2, not taking care of themselves and putting all that burden on you. Because it's a burden, right? You can't live your life because you're worried about this person. But are they worried about you? So this is very much, you're going to have to pick. It's either you live your life or they live their best life off of your back. And I know Capricorn, you guys are so good at like, oh, I want to be the responsible person. I want to be the helpful person. But you're also being the martyr, which that's Pisces' job, not yours. I'm just kidding. But yeah, you are being a little bit of a martyr here. Let's clarify the 4 arrows. Oh, try not mess up my cards, and I'm doing a terrible job at it. Clarify the 4 arrows, the Sagittarius, Uranus. 9 goblets. That one also came out twice. The teacup, Cancer, Mars. Clarify 4 arrows. Clarify the 4 arrows. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Okay. All right. Hold on. I gotta turn the fan on. I was trying to not do that, but it's getting hot. I can feel my arms sweating. I knocked over one of the crystals on my desk. My bad. Okay, so we're looking at this one, the 4 arrows, the Sagittarius, Uranus. We got the 9 goblets, Pisces, Jupiter, the teacup, Cancer, Mars, 3 kintsugis, Scorpio, Mercury, 9 of wands, Leo, Mars, 4 katanas, Libra, Moon, 5 spears, Aries, Mercury, and the katana, Libra, Sun. Okay. I don't know what I could be reading for someone who's like a Capricorn rising, Libra sun, because Libra energy keeps showing up. Or maybe you are a Virgo sun, because you're very self-sacrificial. And I'm a Libra, okay? So I'm not shitting on Libras. I love that energy, but I also know that our weak spot is that we can give to others too much. But remember, if you are in that energy, it's coming from the place, and I'm saying this as a Libra, it's coming from the place of, I'm going to give to you because I want you to love me. So again, the 9 goblets, the Pisces Jupiter energy is saying, well, if your life isn't to your specifications, you're not happy, you need to start asking yourself why. Divinity is not at fault for that. You are making the choice to be where you're at. With the teacup, Cancer, Mars, this definitely has to do with somebody you consider family. Parents, siblings, children, a spouse or a lover. It is definitely somebody you consider family. but you're avoiding having the difficult conversations. Because listen, Scorpio Mercury came out twice. It came out in the 5 and it came out in the 3. So the 3 Kintsugi is the 3 cups, which is of course community, closeness, warmth. But Scorpio Mercury, and I have this placement too, okay? And this is not my reading, but I'm just telling you, I have this placement too. I know that one of my greatest gifts with Scorpio Mercury is that I can have the conversations other people are afraid to. And you're struggling with that right now. You are, you know what though? I know that you're telling yourself that you're struggling with the difficult conversations because you don't want to hurt the other person. But no, actually, Spirit is calling you out. 9 of Wands, Leo Mars. You are not having those difficult conversations, not because of someone else, but because of your ego. Whoever you're living with, whoever this difficulty is associated with, you may be the type of person that said something like, hey, as long as I'm around, you're never going to struggle. As long as I'm here, I got you. I don't know. You talked a lot of shit about how great you were. And now this person leans on you heavily. And now you're struggling. But because you talked all that shit about how amazing you were as a giver, now you're struggling to be like, hey, you know, maybe this is a little too much. But look, Libra Sun, Libra Moon. I'm telling you. You're coming from this place of, I can't disappoint them. I can't let them down. But in reality, you're afraid of looking bad. That's really what it is. You're afraid of being the person that went back on their word. You're afraid of being that person that can't stand behind what they said because it got 5 spears, Aries, Mercury. You need to rethink the way you express yourself. Because again, the 5s are change, right? You have said things off the cuff that later on you're like, ooh, maybe I should have thought about that. But it's a little late now. And the irony is that you're sitting here saying, oh, I don't want to hurt this person. But you are hurting this person because you're getting really hateful. You're getting all this resentment is building up because you don't want to be there. And so you're probably being really mean, probably saying things that are passive aggressive or really cutting. And they'll take it because they need you. But you're still not coming across as the savior. Look at this. Maybe I'm talking to a Capricorn sun. But this needs to change. This part of you needs to change. This part of you that's like, I can carry all the burdens of the world, needs to stop. That needs to stop. You need to heal the wound that makes you this way. Clarify the 6 Kintsugi, Scorpio Chiron. We start with the 8 rapiers, Gemini Saturn. Clarify the 6 Kintsugi. No, that's too many. Clarify 6 Kintsugi. Oh, we're not taking all this. No. 9 spears, Aries, Mars, because we will be here all night. Okay. So, we got this one starts. 8 rapiers, Gemini Saturn, 5 katanas, Libra Mercury, 3 diamonds, Capricorn Jupiter, 8 claymores, Aquarius Pluto. Okay, so this one first. 8 rapiers, Gemini Saturn. You are not as proficient with communication as you think you are. This is a major challenge for you. I think especially because I'm talking to Capricorn energy. I think you may be the type of person who says something with that Aries Mercury a while ago that came out. You'll say something and then regret what you said, but you already said it and you don't say anything about it though. So if you said something in anger, you really struggle to apologize. If you said something hateful or nasty, you'll rationalize it like, well, they deserved it anyways, because, they were pushing me. If you gave a promise that you later on can't fulfill, you will drive yourself down to the bone, work yourself to the bone to fulfill that promise, just so that you don't have to come back and say that you spoke too soon. So your communication skills definitely need some work. But that's not the only thing. 5 katanas, Libra, Mercury. You really need to change the way that you're so focused on pleasing other people. Like, so focused. Your mind is constantly on everyone else. You are ignoring your inner child massively. I want you to think about yourself as if you were a father or a mother. And whatever your name is, put baby in front of it. Like for me, my name is Rose or Rosette, so it's Baby Rose. My inner child's name is Baby Rose. If Baby Rose is the one doing all the work that you're doing now, would you allow that? Would you allow all these adults to take advantage of your inner child? If your answer is affirmative, you'd be a shitty parent. I'm going to tell you that. And if your answer is negative, then why are you doing it? Because at the 3 diamonds, you are a very capable provider. You are a very capable caretaker, a strong giver. But in being the only one that knows how to do that, you're also depriving other people of the opportunity to take care of themselves. You want, this is, again, it's connected to your ego. You want to be the strong one. You want to be the only one that has their shit together. You want to be the only one that is capable. But you're depriving everyone else the opportunity to do this. So that's why the 9 spears, Aries Mars, is here. Because you may think that you're being selfless, but in reality, you're being selfish. You are removing the challenges that would make these people grow. And to top it off, 8 claymores, which is like the 8 of swords, but there's several kinds in this deck. And this 8 of swords is the Aquarius Pluto, the 8 claymores. You're also afraid of changing your social circle. You're afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone. You're afraid of newness, being different, being in an environment that's different. So in reality, you're over here talking about yourself. And I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just trying to wake you up to reality, okay? But you are seeing yourself in the guise of a hero, when in reality, there's a lot of cowardly energy there, okay? I know it's going to be difficult for Capricorn to hear, but don't shoot the messenger. Clarify the 5 rapiers. Clarify the 5 rapiers. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, these cards. 9 rapiers. Again. Okay. 9 of swords again. What the hell? Look at all these cards. Oh, my God. Okay. Let's just go with it. We're clarifying this one. The 5 rapiers. We got 9 arrows, Sagittarius, Jupiter. 9 katanas, Libra, Mars. 6 spears, Aries, Venus. 6 geodes, Virgo, Venus. The spear, Aries, Sun. 5 geodes, Virgo, Mercury. And 6 claymores, Aquarius, Chiron. So again, we're looking at the 9 swords here with the Gemini Mars. You are overthinking. But you're overthinking and not sharing. With whoever you're around, you're not really telling them what's going on in your head. You're not letting them know how heavy this burden is for you. Maybe you're afraid. I think that might be another thing. You're afraid that they might not care. You're terrified of finding out that they don't give a fuck if you're tired. I think that's another thing you're afraid of asking questions about. You're afraid of opening up about. Because what if they don't care? But with the 9 arrows, Sagittarius, Jupiter, this is the end of a cycle. Look at how many 9s. 9, 9, 9. 3 9s. This is the end of a cycle. It's time. That's why you're reaching your limit, because it's over. The time that you had to dedicate to this lesson is over. With the 9 of katanas, this is another Libra 9 of swords, but this is Libra Mars, not Gemini Mars. This is just overthinking. This is thinking about other people, being afraid of displeasing and hurting other people. Again, you're already doing so. by not allowing them space to grow. You're already hurting them. Not to mention how you're behaving. Because at the 6 Spears, which is like the 6 of Wands, but there's several kinds of 6 of Wands in this deck, Aries Venus, you are imagining yourself as a hero, because the Virgo Venus, the 6 Geos, you feel like I'm generous. I am responsible for these people or this person. I am the giver. I am the hero. Aries Sun, the spear. You see yourself like a Spartan, like I am the protector. I am the shield. But the 5 Geos, the Virgo Mercury, is you're actually not helping these people. You're enabling them. And I said that because the 7 of Geos, Virgo Neptune, either 1, they're lying about their condition, or 2, they are not actually taking care of themselves because they're leaning on you. So you think you're being a hero when in reality what needs to change is they need to feel some pressure so that they start taking care of themselves. So either 1, they'll stop lying about their condition, or 2, they'll start making the effort to actually care for themselves correctly. But 6 Claymores, the Aquarius Chiron, you would need to have those difficult conversations. You would need to change the way that you communicate to yourself. You would need to change the way that you communicate with this person. And right now you're kind of sitting in fear of doing that. So I don't know. Is that ever going to change, or is this going to stay this way forever, Cap? Only you know. Only you know. Okay. Let's put these over here. Now let's continue with the 8 Kintsugi, the Scorpio Pluto. Clarify the 8 Kintsugi. 8 Goblets, Pisces Pluto, the Rapier, Gemini Mars. Give me one more for the 8 Kintsugi, please. Or 2. 2 is fine. 4 of Spears, Aries Moon. 7 of Wands, Leo North Node. Overall energy, again, the 5 Diamonds, Capricorn Sun. So you may have a Capricorn Sun. And again, I am... Cap, listen. You are someone... This is why I connected diamonds to Capricorn energy. Because you guys are brilliant. You guys are rare, but you've also been formed under a lot of pressure, under a lot of heat, intense heat, and all sorts of really harsh circumstances. So you are showing up as the stable, rooted person, but you're not giving the other people the opportunity to do so. You're all like, no fear, Capricorn is here. But what about them? How are they ever going to turn into a diamond if you are like, no, I'm the diamond here, bitch. You don't need to shine. You're not allowing them to shine. You're not allowing them to grow. And you may feel like, well, it would be cruel to expect them to go through the same thing. That's different. It's not like you're putting them through what you went through. It's not like you planned out this whole system where they would have to go through every fucking thing you went through. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that by you removing your support, you're going to get them to be serious about themselves. Even if they accuse you of being cruel, you're going to have to be able to take that. This is you entering your villain era, Capricorn, because people are going to accuse you of being a villain when in reality you're helping them, but let them accuse you of it. You're going to have to be okay with that. So the 8 Goblets, Pisces Saturn. Pisces Pluto. Oh, okay, Pisces Pluto. So this is going to change. I think that your spirituality is changing in some way. I'm telling you, your beliefs have shifted and your spirituality is changing, and it means that you can't stay where you're at. So let's say you're a Muslim and you're wanting to move to a different country. You want to change your religion. You can't do that if you're in a Muslim country, and you know this. So you are getting some sort of clarity, and I don't know if it's coming through this reading. Maybe you were asking for confirmation and this is it. But this is 1 sword. It doesn't go to the 9 anymore. There's the 1. You have come to some conclusion. You finally are like, okay, I know what I have to do. So then don't delay it. Don't keep going round and round. With the Four of Spears, Aries moon, this is going to take bravery. This is going to take balls. It's going to take gumption to be able to make this choice. But with the Seven of Wands, Leo North Node, it's time you start thinking about yourself. Remember, stop thinking about everyone else and how it's going to affect them. They can take care of themselves. You've got to trust that they are just as capable as you are. Get out of your ego. You're not the only one that's capable of living like an adult. Will they run around like a baby goat for a little while? Maybe, yeah. But they're actually not a baby goat, so they will figure it out. Clarify the 7 katanas, the Libra North Node. Clarify 7 katanas. Okay, 2 geodes, Virgo moon. 2 goblets, Pisces moon. 6 teacups, Cancer Chiron. Oh. With 8 spears, Aries Saturn. You know, this is one of the most difficult spear cards I've seen, because Aries Saturn is somebody who really struggles to be bold, to be brave, somebody who really struggles to take a chance and do the Aries thing, which is ironic because we've seen you being Aries in other places where you're very impulsive when you speak, you have a temper. But when it comes to taking action for yourself, for your happiness, that's where your boldness dies. That's where your courage and your gumption is kind of like, I don't know. You start overthinking it. Look at this, 2 geodes, 2 goblets. Whoever it is that you've got in mind, and this doesn't have to be a lover. This could be a business partner you have in mind, but it would mean moving to another country. Because Libra is business partnership too. It's partnerships, okay? Some are romantic, some are business. But there's some sort of partnership, let's put it that way. Whatever partnership you're looking at, it's for you, but you're also hesitant because it's for you. You struggle to make decisions for yourself. You're okay making decisions when it comes to other people, taking charge of other people's lives, other people's well-being. But when it comes to your own, you're really struggling. Whatever this partnership is, we have 2 geodes and 2 goblets. This is a really good fit. This is the type of partner, you know, your intuition is leading you this way because with the 2 geodes, this person balances you out in some way. Ooh, I just killed that bug. I'm like, no, I don't want it on my card. Sorry, little bug. They balance you out. They bring something to the table that you don't have. And you're showing up very capable, but they're capable in a different way. But the 2 goblets, the Pisces moon, you know this. Your intuition is telling you this, that this is a strong and stable union. However, 6 teacups. Whoever this is, this partnership, this could be like, let's say somebody offered you a business partnership years ago. And you turned them down because you were like, no, I can't. I've got to take care of my parents, or I've got to take care of my sibling. Like there's you know that movie of Love Actually? It just broke my heart. It broke my heart with that one girl who's been in love with, I don't know if he was an architect or an engineer. And she realized that he's into her this whole time, just like she's been into him. But she sacrifices that for a sibling who was, you know, mentally unwell. That broke my heart because that's this type of storyline. You can't live your life because you're so worried about someone else. And in that movie, they were trying to portray of like, well, this is a different type of love. But to me, that was stupid as fuck. It was stupid as fuck. Because that's sacrificing her own happiness just so that someone else can have little snatches of happiness, who also is ungrateful, really. And maybe she was really concerned about, well, he can't help it. He can't. Remember, that's not your situation. With the 7 geodes, whoever I'm reading for here, you're with someone who's either lying to you about how severe their illness is, or 2, the reason their illness is so severe is because they don't take care of themselves. And you're helping them because you keep enabling them. You're like, you don't have to take care of yourself because you got me. Well, You may have turned down whatever this was, you turned it down because this 6 teacups, this doesn't have to be someone you already know. Like this could just be maybe a career you've always wanted to follow, a certain company you've always wanted to work with. If it is a company, a business partnership, I think you have turned it down because there's something here about having to heal it, having to, having to try and reopen that opportunity. And that's what you're really scared of. Spirit is calling you out right now. That's what you're really scared of. Like, what if I don't have it anymore? Whatever it is. So if like this was you trying to switch from doctor to attorney, you're like, what if I don't have the capacity to study like the young ones anymore? What if I don't pass the bar? That's what you're worried about. Clarify the 5 claymores, the Aquarius sun. Ooh. Okay. Overall energy, 3 gold coins, Taurus, Mercury. 8 gold coins, Taurus, Saturn. 3 teacups, Cancer, Jupiter. 6 arrows, Sagittarius, Chiron. And 5 wands, Leo, Sun. Let's start with this one. Actually, start with this one. 3 gold coins, Taurus, Mercury. So how do you accomplish this? You get your finances in order. Because I feel like you've been a little bit too much Mr. or Mrs. Splendid with whoever you've been taking care of. And I feel like you may be a little worried that your finances aren't what they should be. So start improving on them. 3 gold coins is investment. Start being smart. Taurus Mercury doesn't do things rashly, doesn't do things impulsively. It measures out. It makes sure that whatever it's investing in is a valid investment. It's an investment that's going to pay off. Be smart about your investments. 8 gold coins. Taurus Saturn. Again, Taurus energy. I really feel like this is more having to do with your daily habits. The 8 gold coins, like the 8 of Pentacles. But Taurus Saturn, your habits have to change to be able to have a more stable future. Because like I said, the 3 teacups, Cancer, Jupiter, you've been very Jupiterian. You've been very free-handed, very liberal and generous with whoever it is you're helping take care of. You're making sure they are comfortable as fuck, even if your resources are dwindling down. That needs to change. You need to change those habits. Even if they complain, just be like, look, I just have less this month. Because 6 arrows, Sagittarius, Chiron. You have a lot on your plate. So not only are your beliefs shifting, your spirituality is possibly shifting. With the 6 of arrows, this is the time to incorporate all that, make peace with that. So you're going to have to be a little selfish. You have to learn. Remember, this is the opposition. 5 claymores is the opposite to 5 wands. Aquarius sun versus Leo sun. You're over here thinking about everybody else, and Spirit's like, okay, think about you. Now, we're going to need you to be a little selfish in a good way. Start thinking about you without feeling guilty about it. Remember that there's an inner child within you that needs an adult like you to allow them to just enjoy the things they want to enjoy without feeling guilty. Clarify 5 kintsugi. You need to stop making yourself an afterthought. 2 teacups, Cancer moon, the geode, Virgo Mars. Clarify 5 kintsugi. Oh, damn. Okay, I was really hoping we didn't have a lot, but oh well. 2 wands, Leo Venus. 5 rapiers, Gemini Mercury. 8 spears, Aries Saturn. The arrow, Sagittarius Sun. Interesting. So 2 wands, Leo Venus. A big part of why you're also scared is because possibly either one, the person you're taking care of, or you yourself, have been very vocal, very public. Like, let's say that this is a sibling or a parent. You have talked about, oh, you know, or they've talked about, maybe your parents go around bragging about what a great daughter or son they have. Your siblings brag about what a great sibling they have. Or you've been going around talking about, oh, this, I don't know how this person survived without me coming into their life. There's something here where you've been very vocal about how you love, or they've been vocal about how you love them. So part of the fear, part of what you're afraid of, is that now you're going to be looked at in a really negative light. Because like, hey, what happened with this person not being able to survive without you? Now you're just going to dump them? So, yeah, it's part of the fear. 2 teacups, Cancer moon. A piece of you just wants to stay. A piece of you just wants to be like, look, we're comfortable, aren't we? Let's just let this go. Let's just stay where we're at. But that's you not having the hard conversations with yourself and with everyone around you. The geode. The temptation to just stay in place and be of service is so big because then you won't look like a villain. But again, because you're not asking questions, you're not asking yourself, why would I want to stay? Is it because these people really need me, or is it because I need to be needed? I need to be the one in control. I need to be the one that's capable, because you're not as bold as you think you are. You're not the hero you think you are. You're scared of the unknown. You're scared of, what if you do all this and then you fail? But you are very unhappy. I want you to remember that, because Spirit's reminding you. Just remember, you're not happy not because we don't want you to be happy. It's because your choices keep putting you in a place of being unhappy. Clarify the 9 of Goblets. 7 teacups, Cancer North Node. Ooh, that was a lot. 8 arrows, Sagittarius, Pluto. Okay, so first we got the 7 teacups, Cancer North Node. 5 Kintsugi again. Scorpio Mercury is coming out twice. 4 Kintsugi, Scorpio Uranus. 4 Claymores, Aquarius Moon. And 5 arrows, Sagittarius Mercury. So, the 8 arrows. Because it's connected to Sagittarius Pluto, you are either, one, you're going to have to move to a foreign country, because Pluto is a big change. Or 2, you're going to have to live with someone of a foreign country. Or 3, you're going to have to change your beliefs drastically for you to be able to accomplish this change. Or all 3. But you do want this. This is Cancer North Node, Libra North Node. Whatever this is, it's going to give you a lot of stability, and you know that it's for you. You know it in your bones. You can feel it. Your intuition's telling you. But it does require having the ability to have those deep, dark conversations with people. Because with the 4 Kintsugi here, Scorpio Uranus, it's like the 4 of Cups, but it's Scorpio Uranus energy. So, 1, you're going to have to be okay with shocking the world, exposing secrets. Like, you may already know, your intuition may already tell you that this person is lying about their condition, or 2, they're kind of just not taking care of themselves because you're there. You have to be comfortable with having those conversations, both with this person and, like, let's say that this is a sibling, right? And so when you decide, no, I've got to go my own way, your parents may have questions like, why would you abandon your siblings? Or, you know, other people might have questions. You have to be comfortable saying, look, I'm going to have to be honest with you. And I'm not saying you have to tell everybody this, because you don't have to go around embarrassing this person either. But to the people that matter, you're going to have to be okay shocking them with exposing things that are hidden. And you can soothe them too. Because Aquarius moon is being considerate of your community. Four of Claymores is healing it, right? So you can say, you know, I don't have anything against this person. I was, you know, fulfilling my role, but I realized we're both not in a good place. I am coming from this place of, you know, afraid of living my life, afraid of being needed, being wanted. And, you know, you're going to have to be accountable yourself so that people don't look at you like, if you're afraid of being the villain, this is where you hold yourself accountable, but you also hold the other person accountable. You're going to have to be transparent. Sagittarius Mercury. You may have to speak about some of the beliefs that have changed for you. Maybe before you thought that being the provider was the best thing ever, and now that belief is shifting. Now you're like, well, no, now I want to explore. I want to live my life. I want to do things, and I don't want to just be locked down here where my only identity is being the provider and caretaker of this person. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay expressing that. Clarify the 5 arrows. Ooh, this got long. Clarify the 5 arrows. So we start with the 8 arrows, Sagittarius Pluto again. Clarify the 5 arrows. 9 teacups, Cancer Jupiter. Clarify the 5 arrows. And the goblet, Pisces Sun. Overall energy, 8 geodes, Virgo Saturn. If you really want this, if you really, really want this, the 8 geodes, not only do you have to change your daily routine, not only do you have to change your money habits, you have to embrace the unknown. Because again, it's that Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Pluto energy. You have to set a date, which I think both Virgo Mars is end of summer. This is saying end of autumn. Pick a date. Make it real. Set a time limit for yourself. If I don't do it by this, I'm not going to do it apparently. But this is something that gives you a lot of emotional satisfaction. You fantasize about this a lot. So just go do it. Get yourself out of this rut, Capricorn, because you're wasting away. And honestly, you're going to be miserable if you don't. So that's what I got for you. Hopefully this gave you some clarity, some insight, or guidance. As usual, I look forward to feedback, and thank you to all of those who are commenting, sharing, reacting, sending donations, especially those of you who have signed up on my Patreon. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are MVPs. I love you, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.